Welcome back, everybody. Today I want to talk about Pokemon, the investing, the flipping, the scalping, all of that, because I think it's shortly coming to an end as we know it. We know Pokemon is looking to reprint products, but there's something else out there in the world that is currently happening. And before I begin with all of that, I do want to tell you this is not a political video. Please don't write that down in my comments. I just don't want to see it or I'm going to have to remove it, okay? Now, there's many things that are going on, and just a little refresher. If you haven't seen this video, this one was a little bit of a fun one. This one right here, this person was at this vending machine, and I don't have one of these, unfortunately. But you could see his cart is full, and there's apparently supposed to be limits. Cops were called because allegedly he was unplugging the machine so that he can get around the limits. Take a look at that. Wow, I don't know how it actually worked out, but interesting nonetheless. Now, we also have this picture of folks at Target. This is a little bit older, but it's always interesting to me to see all these cart full of products because in the end, for a while there, my Walmart and my Target just didn't have any sort of product because people would fight over it and they took it all away. It was very sad. I was just like, okay, I guess we're just not going to do this anymore. They brought it back, but I still just see nothing but empty shelves. I don't have to ever worry about getting a cart full of products because I never see a cart full worth of product on the shelves. What's going on here is Journey Together. If you haven't seen it in a little bit of time, here's your Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box. Of course, as more people got it, it's been going down in price. And then you take a look over here with the regular ETB. This also has been coming down $78.48 because there is a bit of supply that's hitting out there in the market. And some people are realizing, you know what? I probably should sell mine while the price is up. Look at all this. Ooh, $125.86 on average. That was crazy, but now you're down to 78.48. It pays not to FOMO into this because you are going to regret buying it at those prices. And I'm glad I didn't. I just said, you know what, forget it. I'm not going to worry about this. I will move on with my life. There are many other things. And what I'm going to tell you here is something that I've watched for the last 4 years. If you take a look at my channel, I've been talking about Weiss Schwarz forever. But at the same time, as I was talking about Weiss Schwarz, I was watching other games. People don't really realize this. Just because I talk about Weiss Schwarz doesn't mean I haven't been looking at other things. And over time, people have been moving in and out of games. Do you remember this? Champions Path, yeah. So people were moving in and out of Pokemon. You had people moving in and out of Magic the Gathering. They were in Flesh and Blood. You also had Digimon. Do you remember the craziness of Digimon? All my old people out there that can remember back about 4 years ago when this is all going down. It was a crazy time. You had Weiss Schwarz, of course. You also had MetaZoo, what crazy times those were, and apparently the new MetaZoo that has come out too, which is insane. And then don't forget One Piece, but there's plenty of other games out there that people are moving in and out of. And this is something I've told people time and time again that weren't actually paying attention. And some of you weren't. If you go out there on Facebook, it's interesting to watch all the different names. And as this time period happened, the same people, the same, I'm telling you, they went from group to group in these different games to buy and resell their product that they got. And it's no different from Pokemon, it's just how it goes. So it's a flow of money. And why are they doing that? Because you just want to capitalize on the momentum, on the hype. You want to make as much money as possible. You don't have love for this stuff. You just want to get it and sell it. And that is the mentality. Where can I make money? You want to keep on hustling because you want to retire early. You don't want to work that normal job. I mean, that's makes a whole lot of sense. And I know people get upset. I totally understand. I mean, myself, I'm not getting the Pokemon product that I want. I wish I could get more of it, but I'm getting really pissed. Like, I didn't get any of, hardly any of Prismatic. I didn't get any of that special premium box. It's just very upsetting, to watch people get this product by, the fives, tens, 100s, if they can get by the hundreds and reselling it for tons more money. Just crazy, especially with bots. But this is where I'm telling you the biggest flow of money and the easiest way to make money is through the stock market. Think about this. All I have to do is come out here and press buy. And then all I have to do then is press sell. Easy peasy. What about this? Going back to these pictures, you're telling me I gotta stand in line waiting for some guy to restock a shelf, or even just finding this person when they actually do restock it. Try to go out there, get it, fight my way through a bunch of people, throw all this product into a cart, get it to the register without someone harassing me. Then you have to attempt to sell this stuff. You could sell it right in that parking lot. You could sell it on eBay. You can go on Facebook Marketplace, any other of these places that you want to do it. I guess you can make your own rip and ship. That's one way to go as well. But you still have to go through all that effort. You have to send it. You hope that someone doesn't scam you on all of it. It's just a lot of effort. But the real crown jewel is this right here, the stock market. If you could take all of that fancy money that you just got flipping Pokemon and all that and getting into a moment which is going to make you a ton of money. People are saying generational wealth. You would do it. Yeah, and this is one of those moments. If you have no idea what's going on. So this is where I say take the politics out of it. What's going on right now is the stock market is coming down just because of tariffs, this uncertainty about what lies in the future. But people are putting up this chart from the last 3 months. You can see this is January through April. We're down 8.44% on the S&P. But then when you think about this, other people are putting this chart out. Dow Jones, look at this. This thing has gone up pretty crazy. This is from 2020 all the way through 2025. So people are freaking out right now. This is the panic zone, even though you had all of this happen back in the 2022 area. Yeah, look at that. It's crazy. But then you'd look at this chart over here to the left. Like, what happened before this time period? Well, if you don't remember, this happened. You see this fancy chart? This is from, it looks to be like 1990. This is not mine, of course, 1992 all the way through today. And over time, you've had all these dip. Think about .com, think about the recession, think about COVID, and now, but you have all these other bumps along the way, and you could see what's done over time. It's gone up. And this is one of those moments. It could be one of those ones where you have two paths, and I laid this out to my wife. I'm like, what do you want to do here? What do you think is actually going to happen? Do you think the US as we know it crumbles down forever? Or do you think this will all be worked out? Those are the two paths. And if you think the US is going to crumble down, well, then you need to start doing this. You need to start buying weapons and you need to start buying food. That is the way you are going to go. And I say this as not a recommendation, nor do I actually believe that is actually going to happen. What I think is going to happen is this is all going to get worked out. And this is one of those opportunities to buy into stocks. And that's how I think other people are going to view it. You know, all these people right here, that are have done this over time, this is your chance to build that generational wealth, capitalize on probably one of the biggest dips in the market that we're going to see in some time. And I think this is one of those ones that people can't actually pass up. Do we have a crystal ball on how long this thing is going to drop or when it's going to take to actually work out? No, nobody has that. If we did, I mean, we would have bought puts and calls and shorted and all that great stuff, but nobody can really know that. That's not going to happen. So I think because of this, people are going to start raising cash. And the way to actually raise cash, if you have not seen it, is by selling this stuff off. Now, this is not going to end scalping whatsoever, right? Because if I ever go to the store, let's just say I come across some of these actual booster boxes, right? Destined rivals. If I come across there, if I see Prismatic sitting on the shelves, would I buy that? Yeah, I would, 100%. And so would the scalpers too. They know that this is worth money. Why wouldn't you capitalize on this if it's just sitting there? I know this is a Pokemon Center Elite, but you're not going to see that on the shelves. That'd be interesting if I saw that at a Target. I'd be, oh, shoot, need to buy them all. People are still going to do that. But the whole idea here is they're going to have to turn it around sooner. So because there's going to be a bunch of selling pressure, the prices are definitely coming down. If you saw this on the shelf, Journey Together as a potential flipper, are you going to buy it at this point? Yeah. You'll be able to buy it if you can avoid taxes and all of that stuff, and you have somebody that you could easily sell it to. But we're getting to a point where maybe they're not going to buy it. And with the reprints that are coming, that'll definitely hurt that whole business altogether. Now you get my point. So what I'm doing here on my own end to confirm what is actually going on, I will be tracking this week after week to see the prices, the supply. We'll see what actually happens, and then the stock market. Yeah, I mean, this is an interesting time to see what people are actually going to do. Do they value trying to fight the good fight at a target, or are they going to just dump their money in here and dump their product out here on the open market? I think we're going to see some of this. It's going to come down, but again, it depends on the product because Destined Rivals still really hot. You get every time I see this ETV, it's just insane to me that someone actually bought it for 11.95 and it's still sitting there. It's not canceled as of yet, which is actually crazy all in itself. Yeah, just crazy. I know, like people will tell me, like TCG player will just leave that sale, and no, they won't. If you cancel it, it's gonna be removed. I've watched plenty of cards that I've been watching, and they just get deleted from the purchase history list because it was either a mistake or too high, whatever reason. It gets removed eventually, but that has not yet. So we still have this problem. Pokemon's going to fix it, but I will say this: do not FOMO into any of this stuff because if I am exactly right on all of this, then people are going to take this product and sell it as fast as they can because they want to get where the real money can be made. The easiest money can be made, and it's this. This chart is some crazy stuff when you put it in perspective. When you take a look at this, yeah, you're fed one narrative, and then you see this one, another one. But now when you zoom out even more, unless we go down together, this thing is going back up eventually. And that's where I am. But feel free again to write down your thoughts, your opinions on what's going to happen in the future, or reach out to me in my description. I do have an email address if you want to talk there as well. But as always, have fun, be happy, and don't spend anything outside of your budget. Have a good one.